The Pocket 4 feels more like a thoughtful refresh than a major upgrade. At first glance, it looks very similar to the Pocket 3, but once you notice the changes, it's clear DJI focused less on flashy upgrades and more on making the camera simpler and easier to use. So Igor Bogdanov just shared images of the Pocket 4 Creator Combo retail box, and that pretty much confirmed what earlier leaks were teasing. We already knew extra buttons were coming, but we didn't really know what they did. Now we do, and it clears up a lot. On the Pocket 3, that area below the screen was, let's be honest, kind of bare bones. On the Pocket 4, DJI turned it into a proper control zone. No guesswork, no vague multifunction presses. Each button actually has a clear job. The big one? The zoom button. This isn't some swipe on the screen workaround anymore. It's a physical zoom control. That's huge. It means you can adjust zoom while recording without jabbing at the touchscreen and ruining your shot. And the way it's labeled matters too. It's not called a zoom toggle or a mode switch. DJI straight up calls it a zoom button, which usually means smooth, active control instead of fixed steps. We still don't know if that zoom is optical, hybrid, or sensor crop, but the fact that DJI gave it its own button says a lot. They expect people to actually use it a lot. Right next to it is the custom C button, and this one's all about speed. DJI clearly labels it as user assignable, which tells you exactly what they're going for here. Think quick access stuff you want instantly. Gimbal recenter, switching between follow or FPV modes, exposure lock, maybe jumping between video profiles or frame rates. What you probably won't see here is deep settings like ISO, white balance, or resolution. DJI avoids mapping those to blind button presses for a reason. It's way too easy to mess up footage without realizing it. This button is about muscle memory, not menu diving. And that's kind of the theme with the Pocket 4. It's clearly shifting toward one-handed, no menu shooting, something people have been asking for since the early Pocket days. Everything else stays comfortably familiar. The screen still rotates to power the camera on and off, keeping that gesture-based control DJI introduced with the Pocket 3. The shutter button works the same way too. Tap to shoot or record, hold to power down. And yes, the 5D joystick is still here for navigation and gimbal control. Spec-wise, there isn't much drama on paper. The biggest noticeable change seems to be improved battery life, which honestly, no one's going to complain about that. That's pretty much where things stand right now. We've already covered the rest in earlier videos, so if you want to go deeper, definitely check those out. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.